Cha Eun-woo, an idol and actor who is known to have a super busy schedule, was reportedly hospitalized suddenly. The cause is not yet known for sure, but initial suspicions point to the effects of fatigue due to the various projects he is currently undertaking. The incident immediately drew widespread attention, especially after Jin BTS suddenly showed up at the hospital in an unexpected way, riding a motorcycle alone without a bodyguard. Why did Jin BTS ride a motorcycle alone? The incident began when Cha Eun-woo's mother, in a panic, immediately called Jin BTS to inform him of her son's condition. Without thinking, Jin asked Bang Si-hyuk for permission to leave his current agenda. The highlight was Jin's decision to go alone on a motorcycle. In fact, he could have used a car with tight security, according to the standard protocol of a big celebrity like himself. Was this a hasty move? Or did Jin think that Cha Eun-woo's safety was more important than the risk he was taking? This question has become a hot topic of conversation on social media. Many fans praised Jin's bravery, while others were concerned that his actions were reckless. Cha Eun-woo's mom, Jin is a wonderful friend. Upon arriving at the hospital, Jin's presence immediately brought relief to Cha Eun-woo's mother. In a brief interview with one of the local media, she mentioned that she was very grateful to Jin for showing great concern for her son. "I don't know what I would have done without Jin. He is a wonderful friend," said the mother with teary eyes. However, the story doesn't stop there. When Cha Eun-woo woke up and found out that Jin came on a motorcycle without an escort, the actor's reaction made the atmosphere even more exciting. Eun-woo, who is known to be gentle, reportedly got angry with Jin. "Why did you do that? What if something happens to you?" Eun-woo said in an emotional tone. BTS's Jin proves his promise. Jin's actions were not entirely impulsive. Some sources say that Jin once promised Cha Eun-woo to always be there in important moments, no matter what. By riding a motorcycle alone to the hospital, Jin seemed to prove that he was serious about his promise. However, behind his heroic act, there were various speculations and comments from fans. Was Jin's decision to ride his motorcycle alone a wise move? Or was it just a form of spontaneity that was too risky? Media and fans' excitement. The news instantly became a trending topic on various social media platforms, both in Korea and internationally. Hashtags such as Weird Get Well Soon Eunwoo and Jojo Jin Hero began to be used by fans. Many consider that Jin's actions are clear evidence of true friendship, but not a few criticize Jin's decision to ignore his own safety. What did Bang Si-hyuk say? In the midst of this excitement, HYBE's CEO Bang Si-hyuk gave a brief comment. "Jin has the right to decide what he considers important. However, the safety of our artists remains the top priority," Bang Si-hyuk said. This statement is also a signal that the agency will evaluate security measures involving its artists. Cha Eun-woo exhausted, Jin BTS in the spotlight. Meanwhile, Cha Eun-woo's condition is reportedly stabilizing, although he still has to undergo intensive care. The attending doctor mentioned that he needs complete rest to fully recover. On the other hand, BTS's Jin remained at the hospital to make sure his friend got the support he needed. This story is not just about friendship, but also about courage, loyalty, and sacrifice. Jin BTS has shown that he not only shines on stage, but also has a big heart in real life. However, behind it all, an important question arises. Will Jin's actions have a greater impact on the safety of himself and other artists in the future? Controversy, heartbreak, and unanswered questions make this story one of the most shocking moments in Korean entertainment this year. After the excitement caused by Jin BTS's reckless act of riding a motorcycle alone to the hospital to visit Cha Eun-woo, this story still has many details that have yet to be revealed. Not only did he come to provide moral support, Jin also brought some special souvenirs that he prepared with great care. This makes it clear how much Jin cares about his best friend, Cha Eunwoo. Jin's meaningful gifts for Cha Eunwoo. When Jin arrived at the hospital, with his thick jacket and motorcycle helmet still clinging to his hand, he was seen carrying a large bag filled with various souvenirs. Some sources at the hospital mentioned that Jin brought fresh fruits, nutritious food, and some personal items that he knew Cha Eun-woo would love. One of the hospital staff even saw Jin opening the bag in Eun-woo's room and carefully taking out the contents one by one. Jin brought apples, oranges, and pears, as well as Eun-woo's favorite foods that he knew would make Eun-woo feel better. He also brought a small letter that he wrote himself. We don't know the exact content, but it looked like Jin was very serious when he handed it to Eun-woo, said one of the nurses on duty at the time. This small act had a big emotional impact on Eun-woo, as well as his mom. Not everyone would think of such a detail, especially in the midst of a panicked situation. Jin didn't just come to show his face, but he came prepared and with genuine concern. Cha Eun-woo warns, Jin BTS, don't be rash again. However, behind this emotional moment, there was a serious conversation going on between Jin and Cha Eun-woo. Eun-woo, despite his weakened state, couldn't mask his anger and worry towards Jin. In a low but firm voice, Eun-woo warned Jin not to make any more rash decisions, especially those involving his own safety. Hyung, I really appreciate what you're doing, but you're very valuable to many people. What if something had happened to you on that trip? You know the risks you take are no joke, Eun-woo said in a worried tone. Jin just smiled and patted Eun-woo's shoulder, trying to ease the tension. However, Eun-woo continued to speak more seriously. I know you're a stubborn person and always have your own principles, but please, next time, think carefully before taking such a big risk. This conversation certainly stirred up a lot of emotions between the two. Eun-woo, despite his illness, was still thinking about his best friend's safety. Jin, on the other hand, seemed to be listening intently, though he didn't speak much. Bang Si-hyuk, I can't forbid Jin. Amidst the furor, Bang Si-hyuk, the founder of HYBE and an important figure behind BTS's success, finally gave an official statement. In his statement, he emphasized that he can't actually stop Jin from doing what he thinks is right. Jin is someone who has strong principles. From the beginning of his career until now, he has always held his ground. Even when we give advice or warnings, he will listen. But in the end, he will still do what he thinks is right, Bang Si-hyuk said in a brief interview with one of the Korean media. This statement gives a deeper insight into Jin's character. As one of the oldest members of BTS, Jin is known to have a stubborn yet responsible attitude. This sometimes makes him difficult for the agency to control, but on the other hand, it's also what makes him so loved by many.